Hey everybody, it's the uneducation of a nation, and I'm here to uneducate you. That's right, I want to take the Jew out of the education, folks. Listen, if you haven't seen part one of this, do not watch this. Go and watch part one and then come back and watch this, because I'm going to skip over stuff and you're not going to understand it. Okay, anyway, I told you in 2018, he becomes the 5G Obama when he turns 57. And in 2019, Trump turns 73, which is the word perfect, adds up to 73. And the 58, I'm going to tell you about. It has to do with the hidden number of God and Jesus. Okay, I'll tell you about that later. Okay, anyway, so in 2020, Trump turns into Lucifer, who is 74, and Jesus is 74. I already told you that, I know. But Trump is Lucifer, okay? So he turns into 74, who is Lucifer, and Obama becomes the dragon. And like I said, go and watch that to understand all that. Now we're going to talk about 2021, okay? Where Trump turns 75 and Obama turns 60, okay? And this one is the important one, the 60. Okay, the 75, let me just real quick. I told you, if you saw my videos about heaven, that heaven is like a four-leaf clover, okay? One part of it. And so the word clover adds up to 75. So Trump, Lucifer, was one part of that four-leaf clover. He was one of the clovers, the head person in charge of the clover. And that's where he turns 75. Now I'm going to tell you about the diamond, who is Obama. So if you've been watching my videos, I've been telling you how Obama is the gem in eye of Trump, okay? Because Trump is a Gemini. You understand? The gem in the eye. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, so diamond is a gem. You understand? A diamond equals 60 and 33. And you know how important that 33 number is. Anyway, I'll get in, there's a reason why I didn't show the back numbers, because right now it's not relevant to this video, but it will be in other videos. But so he equals 60 and 33, okay? But the 60 is what Obama turns. He turns 60 in the year 2021, okay? And so a gem is a diamond, right? And look, it equals 41 and 67, okay? Barack Hussein Obama equals 41 and 67, okay? Do you see it? Okay, a rock is another word for a gem. You know, a diamond can be also the word rock. And of course, you know, God is the rock. Jesus is the rock. You understand? He was the cornerstone. It's all about the stones with these guys. And that's what the diamond is. A gem is a stone. Anyway, it equals 67. 47 and 20 is 67. Just like this. Do you see it? Okay? And look, Donald John Trump's initials is 4167. Just like Barack Hussein Obama's initials are 41 and 67. Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think it's a coincidence? There is no such thing as coincidences like this, okay? Anyway, so Pharoahs equals 67. I mean, Pharaoh, just the word Pharaoh, not Pharaohs. Because I showed you the word Pharaohs equals 86 and 41 right here. And Donald and Barack, those two, the first names, Donald and Barack, equals 86 and 41, okay? And the 41 is in all of this. The 67 is in all of this. Do you see it? The 67 here too, all right? And by the way, the word Pharaoh, the back part is 154, and 154 adds up to the Antichrist, because the word Christ equals 77. So the double Christ, which is 154, 77 plus 77 is 154, is the Antichrist. You understand that? That's what the word the Antichrist adds up to, 154. Anyway, so like I just showed you on that and everything. So you see what's going on here, right? Oh, and by the way, I told you that Barack is the Omega man, right? And Omega adds up to 41 and 20. But forget all the other numbers. The 41 is what's important, because I showed you all the 41s. But look, I told you Obama is the gem, right? And look, you have the O at the beginning and the A at the end. That's almost like the word Obama. And what's in the middle? The word gem. So Omega has the gem inside. Do you see it? G-E-M backwards. Okay? That's not a coincidence. Do you understand? Oh, and if you don't know what the Omega is, it's, when Jesus Christ said he is the beginning and the end, it means the Alpha and the Omega. That's what the Omega means, okay? I just wanted to show you, this is not exactly the rendition it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a kind of a tilt, the eights. You see how the big eight's in the middle? If you saw my video about heaven, you would see how it's exactly right. But I just wanted to show you how in the middle of the eights, you have the diamond. You see that? There's also a diamond in the middle of the eights. That's why those guys are obsessed with the diamond, because it has that diamond shape in the four-leaf clover, okay? And by the way, 88, you see how it's 2 8s? Trump, the word Trump is 88. You see that? Okay, that's no coincidence. And anyway, this was the cornerstone that Jesus was. And he was rejected by the top 2 circles, okay? And that's why they were thrown out of heaven, if you saw my heaven video. So now I'm going to talk to you about the year 2022, okay? And this is a year that Trump turns the spirit of 76, okay? He turns 76. And I'm not going to get too much into that because it's, like I said, that's very important. And if you've been watching my videos in the past, you know that I always talk to you about the spirit of 76. Anyway, I'm not going to be talking about that one in this video. But I'm going to talk to you about this, 61, okay? This is where Obama turned 61 in the year 2022. And by the way, if you take out the O, it'll be 222, which is a super important number, just like this is 223 if you took out the zeros, okay? Because zeros don't really count in numerology stuff, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, for here, it's the year 2022. And now let me tell you about the 61. Anyway, like I'm telling you, what's going on here is they're mimicking what happened in heaven down here on earth. Okay, that's what this is all about. Do you understand? Okay, so Trump becomes a spirit of 76, which is God's original number, was 7 and 6. Okay, and Obama is going to be playing like the Jesus and Christ figure in this. Okay. And Jesus, this is what he adds up to. 74 and 11, which is 85. And then 61 and 34 is going backwards, okay? So the 61 is where Obama turned 61 this year, okay? And look at the bottom numbers, 34, okay? And remember, they were calling Obama the one, okay? You understand that? Because they're saying he's the one. And 1 equals 34 and 16. Like I said, 34 and 34. And then the 34 and 16, the 50. And remember, he's from Hawaii, which is the 50th state. And 50 equals circle. Okay? The word circle equals 50. Because I told you, the clover, in the way it was in heaven, they were circles, stones. Okay? That's what they were called. Okay? And look, there's a 58 going backwards. And this is the word rock, 47. But the 58, like I told you, I'm going to explain to you what the 58 is in a different video when I show you the hidden number of God. Okay? And so after God threw out the top 2 stones in the clover, which was the 9s, the number 9s, this is what it looked like heaven now, okay? If you go and watch it, I was more exact about it. Right now, this is kind of what it looks like. And it could look like this also. The 7s on the top, 7s, backwards of each other, and then the 7s over here. Now, I want to show you if it becomes 3 7s, okay, that's the jackpot, which I told you has to do with Satan. Satan wants to get the jackpot, and the jackpot is to make it 3 7s up here, okay, or 4 7s. I don't know. It could be double whatever this is. Because remember, Antichrist was 77 and 77. So it could be 4 7s across. I don't know. But anyway, here's what it looks like upside down. This exact thing upside down is 222, which I told you is the room 222. They had a show like that. So this is the 222. And I want to show you how that is the hidden number of God in a different video. Okay, the 222. Just watch and you'll see the video that I'm talking about. Anyway, let me show you the last part of this video. So anyway, this is the last part. So in the year 2023, which is the 223, which is the 322 backwards. If you know the skull and bones, they're into the 322, okay, number. And look, Trump turned 77, which is the number of Christ, I told you. And 62 is Elohim, okay, which I've been telling you guys for the last 2 years about. So, okay, so Trump turned 77 and Obama turned 62. So Christ equals 77. Do you see it? Okay? Forget about the other numbers right now. It's not important. Well, actually, ELO, which is Elohim, okay, abbreviated, ELO means Christ, okay? I told you, Obama equals 32 also. So this is the lower number. And that's why they love that number 32. Okay, so, but he becomes a Christ, Trump, 77. And like I told you, ELO means Christ, Elo. You know what I'm saying? It's got the ELO and Elohim, okay? And Obama equals 32. Okay, but anyway, forget that. But Elohim is 62. Do you see it? Okay? And backwards is 128, which is God and Jesus. The word God and Jesus equal 128. Do you see it? Okay? And what is the bottom number of Elohim, which is 35, okay? And 35 equals the word I. Okay, you see that, the I. And you know how, they're obsessed with the I, right? And look, the Ra, that Egyptian I God, whatever the hell he is, Ra equals 35 and 17. Do you see it? Okay, back here. All right, it's 29 in the front and 35 and 17 back here, okay? So the 35 and 17 is the I. So Ra means I. Do you get it? And that's what the symbol of it is. And the word eyes, see, look how important the word eyes is, because it's the same forward and backward. You see that? It's two eyes. You see what I'm trying to say? It's exactly the same. I mean, this is why I told you about special words that mean something, okay? And that's what that means. Okay, I don't know if you're getting all this, but this is the best I can do, trying to put it on poster boards to try and explain to you what is in my head. You get what I'm saying? It's really very hard to do. Anyway, folks, this is the end of this video, and I hope you get it. If you don't, just ask the questions and I'll answer it in the comment section.